Breaking news, PrairieWear just released the HuggerLUMA, and you need to know about it because your patients are going to ask you about it. Times are changing, and you need to stop expecting your patients to wear the same old boring Velcro compression vests for the rest of their life. I'm Elise, board-certified oncologic clinical specialist with 5 years of experience in cancer rehab, and PrairieWear has become my go-to for truncal compression garments for my patients. PrairieWear just released their brand new HuggerLUMA, and they very kindly sent me a free one to try out. Thank you, PrairieWear. So I thought, what a better way to share what I think of the brand new Luma than to come on here and share what I think after I've tried it out myself. The HuggerLUMA has a lot of the same features that you know and love from PrairieWear. From their 360-degree mapped compression to their 2-layer design with pockets to where you can still fit breast forms, chip bags, foam pads, and etc. into the design here with a front closed zipper, and it's made from fabric that's moisture wicking, antimicrobial, latex free, and Velcro free, which is especially beneficial for patients who may have really delicate, friable, fragile skin after they've gone through cancer treatment. But here's what's different about the HuggerLUMA. The HuggerLUMA is a high-impact sports bra with medium to high compression that's designed to look and feel more like a typical sports bra. So it takes the compression levels of the Hugger Prima and marries it to the look of a more typical sports bra. And this is huge for our patients who just want to look and feel like a normal person again, not a quote cancer patient who's wearing this big medical grade compression vest that we know is needed but sometimes isn't always what the patients want. The HuggerLUMA is designed with activity in mind and not just low impact activity. It's literally built for high impact exercise activity as well as wearing it during your typical activities of daily living. Previously, the Hugger Vita was released as like the step down from the Hugger Prima. So again, remember, Hugger Prima, high to medium levels of compression, full coverage garment. Hugger Vita, less compression, less coverage. And the Hugger Vita was designed for patients to wear when they're doing, again, activities of daily living as well as low impact exercise. But we needed something in the middle. Because while the Vita looks more similar to a typical sports bra design, I actually found that I have to size down when I wear the Vita for when I'm running and jump roping, for example, jumping rope, for example, because I need more containment in order to participate in those high impact activities and feel comfortable and feel contained. So enter the HuggerLUMA, a high impact sports bra with high to medium compression. Let's try it out. Okay, so right away, this is what the front of the bra looks like. And on first impression, very much looks like a typical sports bra, a little more of a scoop neck here. I will say most of my sports bras tend to cut up here. However, I do know that they wanted to make this a little lower cut to appeal to individuals who wanted that. And almost a little more of like a cup structure around the breast tissue here, which is kind of cool. Again, I think this is a great fit for individuals, patients who are looking to get back into like feeling a little more feminine and maybe even showing off some breast tissue, which is a-okay if that's what you want to do. This is what the back looks like. And then as I turn to the side, you can see like a very typical cut here along the sides. I do think it comes up a little higher than what some typical sports bras do, but again, not as much like containment, especially when you compare to the Hugger Prima. For reference, like the Hugger Prima would probably cut me like here, and then armpit wise like right up into here. So this is definitely not the bra for someone who's looking for containment, especially in that axillary area, and then just overall needs a little more support like upper back and even in the chest area here as far as containment and compression for swelling in those areas. For an individual who maybe does not have that or wants a more like normal quote looking bra, this is definitely much closer to that. Again, I really like the support I'm getting here. One of the things I do like, I know it's kind of hard to tell here, so the inframammary fold is right here. The band of the bra, and this is pretty typical with PrairieWear, the band of the bra actually sits lower than that. So what I'm really liking about this so far is that for my patients who are early post-op, who have scar tissue right underneath the breast tissue here, these are not going to rub, at least at rest. Now I still have to go and do my running and jump roping, so I'll update you on that. But at first glance, I'm really, really liking this here. It's not cutting into that inframammary scar that so many of my patients are getting these days when they're doing breast surgery and when they're doing breast reconstruction. Another thing that I want to call your attention to here, in the other PrairieWear bras, the Prima and the Vita, they have a hook that sits right here underneath the zipper that helps to keep the bra closed while patients are zipping it up. And maybe as part of this being a more like, quote, typical sports bra look, they don't have that hook. I wish it did. However, that's not necessarily like a make or break issue for me with this bra. I think because you do have the adjustability in the back and still the zipper in the front. This one for me, again, I have not had breast surgery, breast reconstruction. I don't have any dexterity or weakness that I'm aware of, weakness issues or dexterity issues. I was able to still zip this closed very easily without issue, without needing that hook. But for some patients, that may be a challenge. And so that may be something to consider with this particular bra. I do really like still with this bra that when you zip it up, you can actually lock the zipper in place, which means that that zipper is not going to go anywhere. One of the big qualms that I have regarding zippered bras, especially in the front, is that as my patients and as a person who's wearing this gets to moving, that zipper tends to creep down, but with this lock, it's not going to go anywhere, which I really appreciate. I do like that while it's a bit of a lower cut here, lower cut in the back, less containment through the side here, I can still feel the compression in the sides here. And again, as I've mentioned on other videos, this is absolutely, like, this area is absolutely where my patients tend to get most of their problematic truncal swelling. And so I like that I can still feel this containment, this compression through here. That's going to make sure that as I'm moving around and just doing my daily activities, that fluid is not getting pushed into the axilla and the lateral trunk here. So this is me actually going on one of my walks wearing the HuggerLUMA, and I felt like it did a really good job of, again, wicking away that moisture. I felt like I was well supported, no complaints whatsoever as I was taking my walks. Felt good overall. This is me on my run wearing a slightly lower cut tank so you can see exactly where the bra is fitting me. I felt like during the run I was well supported. I did not have any adjusting that I had to do. The bra did a good job of moisture wicking. I did not get any inframammary rub like I talked about earlier in the video, and the zipper stayed put exactly where it was supposed to throughout my whole run. I did have an audience question about boob sweat, particularly inter-boob sweat. I'm not a particularly large-chested individual. That is not something I typically have a whole lot of experience with, but I did feel like that was not a problem for me. I do feel like whatever sweat I did have was very easily soaked up by the bra, so it wasn't something that I noticed, because I did notice sweat elsewhere on my body, but I felt like the bra did a really good job of absorbing. I didn't feel like I was damp or gross as I was continuing my walks and my runs. Okay, so some final thoughts on the HuggerLUMA. I really like that it has the compression of the Prima, so high to medium levels of compression, but fits a little bit more like the Vita, which is cool as far as looking more like a typical sports bra. Again, I'm wearing like a usual tank top and you can't even see it underneath, which is pretty cool. I like the coverage that it does have, although I do enjoy the cup structure, which is kind of fun. So far I've talked about the HuggerLUMA, but I really haven't talked about other compression garments for patients after breast surgery. If you want to learn more about different compression bras that exist, plus my opinions on them, then make sure to watch this video next. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.